Hey, welcome to 100 Mile Drive. I decided to record this video for you guys, a night drive of BMW i4 eDrive35. I know many of you shopping for a car like this and looking for such information online. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick walk around of the car, then hop it inside, show you the interior lighting. Then I'm gonna go and take it on the highway and discuss a few quick points about my driving experience of this car. Let's go. All right, and first a quick walk around of the exterior of the BMW i4. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. These are just the daytime running lights, and let's just do a quick walk around. Now these are the gunmetal aero wheels, the base wheels that the BMW has. They actually look better in person than an online configurator. Now let's do it. Now actually, tail light, the headlights. I think this car is gorgeous from the rear. This is what it looks like. All right, now let me hop in on the inside. All right, now hopping on the inside, closing the door. Now this is your interior lighting that is configurable on this i4. Let me go ahead and start the car. This is how it starts, and the car is fully engaged, and this is what the curved screen looks like with eDrive8. Now, three main changes that you'll find, and I'm sure you probably saw this online. First, they removed all the memory buttons. This is a very clean area now, and I'm not sure I really like it. I did kind of like the old way, and this is what we have in our X3 M40i. Also, all your climate control stuff moved up here, which doesn't look bad. I expected it to be worse. And this is your climate menu. You can configure more stuff, and also a lot of the things that you used to have in your menu now moved into what's called the apps. Now you have your all apps, your infotainment apps, and vehicle apps, things that you can do in your car that used to be all inside the menu, but now it's all separate apps that could be remotely updated. So that's what pretty much it looks like. So let me go ahead and drive it on the highway, and we're going to discuss a few points. All right, and now I'm going to merge the highway. I'm going to put the car in sport mode. Listen to the sound. Now this is the cool thing about the BMW i4 eDrive35. So overall, there is not really that much going on in terms of a night drive. You have your curved screen. Obviously, there's a section in front of me. Then there's your navigation and all the controls. I put the maps here. Otherwise, you can have your Apple CarPlay. I like to use Waze. I like the Waze maps. Let's see what it's gonna look like. It's just not loading. Oh, there's your glitches on your BMW. Anyway, I'm glad we're recording this. Overall, few points I wanted to mention about this i4. Make sure you watch the dynamic drive review that I did on this car. I'm gonna put a link. Otherwise, I'm pretty pleased about driving this car on a city and highway. Overall, it's a very pleasant experience. The car feels a little heavier, I would say much heavier actually, than the regular 4 Series. The fact that it has a 70 kilowatt battery, so it's gonna feel premium when you drive it in the city and highway, but when you take it on like twisty roads, you'll notice that it's carrying a lot of weight. So it's not as tossable, it's not as playful as a regular 4 Series, and that's one thing you're gonna see for sure in this car. But overall, if you're buying this car to feel the luxury, if you want the premium feel of the BMW, this certainly carries that DNA, and you're gonna be pleased to see this. So this is what it looks like at night, just driving the i4. And it's a really good cruiser. This car rides on non-run flat tires. They're pretty thick. These are base wheels. This does not have a M Sport suspension. I looked up, even the M Sport trim of this eDrive35 does not have M Sport suspension. So the car will be fairly comfortable to drive overall. you want to have a listen to this engine sound again, well, the fake sound, then let's do it. Some mid-range power. That's pretty funny. That's one thing you're gonna do in this car. The owner of this car showed me that he only had 168 miles of range, and I was questioning, like, how is that even possible? I even mentioned it in my review that they're supposed to have 250, 270 miles of range. But then when I started driving it myself, I realized this guy probably driving it in sport mode only, because my range went up by like 230 almost immediately driving it as you would normally drive it. And another quick thing I wanted to mention, this car drives like a car. Basically, you won't even notice that it's an EV, because there's no that EV feel in your head. Nobody's gonna get any kind of motion sickness. This is the smoothest transition from your, let's say, regular car to an EV. And that's one thing I liked about this, and that's how it's actually different than, let's say, Tesla Model 3. Alright, so this is it, a quick drive. I hope you find it valuable, and let me know if you have any questions about this car, and talk to you soon.